Welcome to willofthepeople.us. I'm your host, Jason Diamond Arnold, and we have a special podcast on willofthepeople.us tonight. Willofthepeople.us is a little think tank that's a virtual think tank blog where we address sacred texts in American history, from the Declaration of Independence to the Constitution to Washington's farewell address. And occasionally from time to time we'll have special podcasts that address some of the issues at a federal, state, or local level. And tonight we have a special podcast to address some local issues. Tonight's special guest, I'd like to a warm welcome for Councilman Tim Scott from Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Tim, thanks for being here with us tonight at willofthepeople.us.
Thank you, Jason.
So one of the interesting things that caught my attention this week on the social media was a recent meeting that the Carlisle Borough Council had regarding what's called a Community Development Block Grant, or otherwise referred to as CDBG. Tim, could you explain to us a little bit more about what a Community Development Block Grant is?
Absolutely. It was actually a concept that was developed in 1974 during the Nixon administration, and Congress created the Community Block Grant Program. And these funds are used at the local level, meaning your cities, your counties, your boroughs, your townships, as a catalyst for financing housing, infrastructure, and economic development needs. And the key here is that each community is allowed to work with the funds and come up with the solutions that best fit their community. Hence the idea of a block grant. It's not the federal government telling the local government, you need to use it on this, this, and this. They have categories, and as long as your activities fit those categories, that's an allowable activity.
Can you tell us a little bit about what impact that the Community Development Block Grant has had on the local community in Carlisle, Pennsylvania?
Sure. We're able to provide direct assistance to local businesses to help them open, help them stay open. We're also able to address housing needs for low to moderate income folks, as well as senior citizens. And we're also, what we do is we also provide better public services that we wouldn't otherwise be able to provide.
Right. And so how is that money, the federal dollars that come into, if the government's not telling you, the federal government's not telling you where to put it, how does the local Carlisle Borough Council determine where those dollars go to?
Well, it starts at the staff level. Basically, the county, through the Redevelopment Authority, and the borough staff sit down each year once we get the allocation, and they look at Carlisle as a whole and see where there is a need, keeping in mind the housing, public services, and economic development categories and needs. And they present council with an action plan, which council is required to hold a public meeting on. And we go over the plan,